Hey, I'm back. Sorry, Lucy is in heat, so Nightmare can't play with her. But getting back to what I was saying, God created each one of us here for a reason. Maybe the reason why some of us were made was just to fucking populate the species, and that's a noble fight, man. I mean, I think about what my dad did just to get by. And one of the greatest things about having had the opportunity over the past year to work for LC Drives, this company here in Potsdam, is that one of the first things I was able to do for extra cash, I was making overtime to get it, which means I was making a little over $20 an hour to do the janitorial at night. It started out like 3 or 4 times a week. So I was typically taking home an extra C and a half, 150 a week. So that was good money. And I mean, I've literally had to work my ass off to stay in that company. I'm working side by side with guys in their 20s, and I'm really grateful for it. And by doing this job, I got to see what my dad had to go through just to freaking... I mean, I'm sure... Apparently my dad had such virile fish. Virile? I don't think I said that right. That, I mean, I'm living proof. After he survived fucking full-blown polio, I'm talking iron lung kinda, left him out in the field under a blazing sun, so it cost him one of his eyes kind of thing. Burned out his retina. True story. My dad was eventually cured of polio, by the way, and apparently there was some kind of... my sister was born first, after polio, and then I traced it back. I'm pretty sure I was the result of a bowling championship in New York City. I can't confirm it exactly, but there was one within 8 or 9 months of me being born, so it would kind of make sense. But, my dad and I were different people, but he lived a noble life, and I believe he was also a logical person. I don't believe he would have been hypnotized by the bullshit that the present media, that the freaking mainstream media has been putting out. I just don't believe it. I think he would have been awake enough to be one of the few people that was more concerned with the truth, almost. I think he would have had a hard time choosing between the truth and feeding his family. Because in some cases, like, I've been walking a very thin line at work because of my beliefs. I'm not allowed to discuss controversial topics. I'm one of those people that I think most of them in DC are fucking dirty. So, my dad and I live different lives. But I see the honor in the life that he lived. And at the same time, I can't believe that he'd be one of those people that would have willingly put on a fucking mask. I think he would have come into work the next day with like cloves of garlic bread and all kinds of shit to jack up his fucking immune system. This fascist shit that these idiots willingly they're even risking their own fucking health. Even the CDC's own website estimates that between 85 and 90% of all new cases of COVID, which we all know are COVID, pneumonia, the cold, and the flu all mixed up, 85% of those cases are from people that wear masks regularly. Hey, I actually said it right. Or all the time, which means exclusively. Look at this shit. Sorry. And here's another thing to consider. These masks that are coming in boxes from fucking China. What kind of chemicals are being sprayed on them to preserve them? That's what I question. That's why you will rarely, if ever, see me put one of those on. If I'm at work and I have to use the restroom in the next building over, or I have to run into QC real quick, I might grab one of those and put it up to my mouth, but I keep my mouth closed while I've got it up to my face. I've read reports where there are chemicals embedded, not embedded, but like sprayed on that shit for shipping so that they don't develop fungus. But it's in concentrated mist. Just be careful. Seeing as it doesn't seem to matter to anybody, I found a cheap way to recycle a t-shirt. Turn it into a muscle shirt by cutting off the sleeves and using the sleeves as a gaiter. And that seems to get by. Just got to make sure you wash it first so you ain't smelling pet. The dog bark. Oh, and by the way, I found out this week that when I sneeze, my dog thinks I'm barking. Listen, y'all need to have faith. God bless, stay safe. And pray. And stop trying to awaken anybody else, because I think we're past that point at this juncture. Stay warm, stay safe, don't risk it if you're on the roads, and if you're anywhere near a big city, find a way to get away. I don't think it's going to be safe near big cities in the next week. Please, dear God, look out for all my friends and all the conservatives out there, all the patriots in the world tonight. Fill their hearts with warmth and truth and knowledge and faith that righteous men and women shall prevail very soon. That the children that have been used as cattle and abused for far too long, they will be avenged and they will be set free. Please, dear God, protect and guide and guard Donald J. Trump, all the members of Q, the members of our military, all law enforcement, especially vets for child rescue, so that united with the good patriots of the world, we can put on the full armor of God, pick up our swords of light and truth, and in one sound voice, defeat the dark forces of evil. And prey upon the innocent children of the world once and for all. Amen. Funny how when I was praying, everybody was silent. And the second I started to fucking end the prayer, they started barking. Imagine that shit. Well, listen, y'all stay safe. I got a beer over there to drink. I'm gonna play a little bit more dusk frisbee with the dog here. have fun, stay safe, and pray. Because at this point, all you can do is pray and pop some corn. Maybe have a drink or two, man. Tonight would be a good night to have a drink or two. Maybe smoke a little God's green earth, especially if it's green, or orange, or red, or purple. That works too. God bless, stay safe, and stay prepared, because you might need to be that too.